the media and politicians and diplomats never stop talking about Muslim migrants. They call them Syrian refugees. Most aren't Syrian, most aren't true refugees. But ignored are the Christian refugees who are actually at risk of genocide.
The Pentagon war planners have rightfully said that 90% of modern warfare is informational. That's why it's more important than ever that all of you watching subscribe on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter at Real Alex Jones, because InfoWars is the front line of the fight. And without your help and support, we will fail. With your support and with your prayers, we will be victorious against the globalists together. Now, joining us is an individual who was successful in libertarian conservative media in Canada. And of course, Inside Shenanigans went on to blow that up. And he joins us, Ezra Levant, founded the Rebel.media. It reaches hundreds of millions of people now every month. And they've had their share of folks trying to censor them and shut them down. They're international. I really admire their lineup of folks, from Tommy Morrison right through to Gavin McInnes and so many others. Again, I'm not in competition with the Rebel. I'm glad they're there. We're in this together. The Rebel.media, it's subscription-based, just like you buy our products to support us. You just subscribe with them, and you're building a new media. And the more of us there are, the better. The safer it is. So he just got back. We almost sent Joe Biggs to do this, but it fell through. And other groups are involved to go in with former special forces and some patriots. We'll just leave it at that. I know about other groups, not this particular one. But I know for a fact Eric Prince does good stuff out there. They call him a mercenary. He's not, in my view. He's exposing the pedophile rings, you name it. I don't know if that's the group financed him. But to go in and actually save Christians being murdered, slaughtered, put into sex slavery in the few cities left that ISIS/Al-Qaeda has control of. So that's something I know Eric Prince has been doing for years behind the scenes, saving thousands and thousands of Christians every few months. Well, this gentleman went into Iraq, into the most dangerous areas. Ezra Levant, he just got back. So, again, we want to thank him for his courage and what he's doing to talk about this. And the Washington Post saying Trump's a Russian agent today, basically, for going along with the Pentagon program that's 5 years old of not backing ISIS and telling the Democrats no. They're now saying that that's a Russian program helping Moscow, that we're not backing the Wahhabist ISIS, al-Nusra, al-Qaeda. Well, you just came back from there where they admittedly sometimes rape little girls to death. So Ezra Levant, founder of the Rebel.media, thanks for joining us.
Well, Alex, it's a pleasure to be here. And first of all, thank you for your kind words about the Rebel. You're a real trailblazer in alternative media, and that's what we need these days, to cover stories that are off the official narrative. And Alex, the media and politicians and diplomats never stop talking about Muslim migrants. They call them Syrian refugees. Most aren't Syrian, most aren't true refugees. But ignored are the Christian refugees who are actually at risk of genocide. Here's a quick fact for you. In 2017, the official United Nations budget to help Muslim refugees is $4.7 billion. But no one is waging a genocide against Muslims. There's no ethnic cleansing of Muslims, but there is ethnic cleansing of Christians in the Middle East. And they're not even allowed to go to these UN refugee camps, because those UN refugee camps are dominated by Muslim extremists. The Christians, if they flee there, will be violently assaulted there. So these Christians are forgotten. And we went to these ancient Christian towns where they're literally being ethnically cleansed by Muslim terrorists.
Break it down, because this is simply amazing. These are the forgotten people.
Yeah. I mean, these are ancient Christians who actually still pray in Aramaic. That is Jesus's language. Some of these Christian communities have been there for 1,400, 1,500, 1,600 years. And it used to be a Christian area, just like Egypt used to be Christian, just like Turkey used to be Christian. Istanbul used to be called Constantinople. But over time, wave after wave of Muslim jihad has ethnically cleansed the Christians. They kill the men and they take the women as rape slaves, because that is officially permitted in the Quran. And so we I met a Yazidi woman in Germany when I was on another trip. Yazidis are not Christians. They're not Muslims. They're a individual ethnicity, but they have blonde hair and blue eyes, Alex. So the Muslim terrorists prize